Hello, my name is Alex, and welcome to my show, The Journeys Through Time. And if this is the first time you discovered me, this is a series of where I discuss problems and solutions that I've discovered in business. So if you've not seen me before, please do like us and subscribe and see the journey so far. If you are returning, welcome back. This is episode 30. And in episode 29, we talked about the importance of events and messaging and how webinars play an important part of that. So you've got a webinar. So what should you be doing with it other than just delivering it? Well, it's recommended that you really should do practices and at least several of them before you start doing them regularly. And once you get into the routine, you should practice at least once just to keep yourself familiar. But this is kind of like one part of the the process, because your webinar will have a structure. We've discussed this before, but the way you deliver it is another thing. So it kind of begs the question is why bother practicing? You know your content, right? Well, the thing is, you need to record it, first of all, and ask yourselves an important question is basically, have you heard yourself speak before? Now, I'm not talking about, whether you like listening to yourself or not. It's really imagining what other people may feel listening to your ideas and content, because really the first thing to think about is you are expressing different kinds of content. So how does your content flow from one idea to the next? And really to think about, the things to think about when you look at that is how do you link different ideas together? Do you reference one thing and move into another? Sometimes it's simply enough to pause. Another area is the amount of energy, the amount of energy, but you don't want to be as high as a kite. You just need to be high enough to show that you're enthusiastic about the content that you're presenting. Another area is what's known as word emphasis. So you may have a single, the thing is, a single sentence can be said in different ways. So emphasizing higher or lower, a single sentence, or perhaps a single sentence can say different things. So different meanings can be applied. But having done all of these practicing, another thing comes into play when you actually deliver it, because people's reactions, they can make a difference, right? Today I'm in such a foul mood, I can't take in any ideas. But tomorrow I may be, totally relaxed and calm, and I can't even believe that you're even suggesting that I was in a bad mood yesterday. I'm always relaxed and open-minded, right? So timing is important, and one of the things that you will notice over at the period of time when you present is that you start noticing people coming back on more than one occasion. And it's simply for that reason. Both they and you are in different states of minds. It doesn't matter how, how you try to disguise it. The way you deliver and information can be slightly different from day to day. So that is one thing to say. Don't worry if people aren't grabbing your information by the throat straight away. Some people need longer to absorb information and like to hear it several times. So really, the thing to be is to be yourself. And And what I mean by that is, if you were meeting a friend in a coffee shop, you wouldn't pretend to be someone else, would you? Uh, it, it's not a cloak and dagger here. What people want to see is the real version of you. And if you've ever had a conversation with someone you don't know that well, or perhaps you're a little bit distracted, you start noticing things, don't you, that are unique to that person. Perhaps they pause, or you know they're slightly flat, or you can tell the mood, or they might be fiddling with something, their pen or pencil. But when you start getting into conversation and your conversation matches and overlaps, suddenly you stop noticing all those things, and that's really what a sign of a good conversation is that once you are fully engaged in conversation, everything else kind of disappears uh, into the background. So, is there anyone here that doesn't like a real conversation? It's worth going for and worth having, because it not only changes the way they feel, but it changes the way you feel as well. And well, you never know, do you? You have a good conversation with someone, and you may end up collaborating with them. You may even do business together. You never know. And that's what the power of conversation is. And within a webinar structure, it may feel like a one-sided conversation. But remember, for the period that they've joined you, it's like you're having an invisible one-to-one with someone. You have you captured their time, and you have an opportunity to have a conversation, a debate in a one-way fashion. Now, there are ways, which I may bring up in a future webinar, of engaging and checking that they're still there. But that is the power of conversation and the importance of practicing your webinars. All right. Good to talk to you one way, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.